I didn't even look at Haley. I was purposefully eyes on Justine. That's who I'm talking to.
Oh my God, everyone is so up from social media.
Why the am I working so hard for what? Like, what do I have to show for it?
It's giving gatekeep lie. Don't believe
Not a girl's girl.
We have Pia on the show today of Heaven Mayhem, and I am so excited because I actually kicked my husband off.
Girl time.
Girl time.
Love it.
You are someone that I feel like has so many beauty, health, diet, fashion, jewelry, accessory secrets that I just felt like he wasn't needed for this episode.
I love that. I'm happy it's just us.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And you can come back on with him and we'll get like more
We can do
entrepreneur.
business. Yeah.
Totally. So to kick this off, what was your morning routine this morning?
This morning?
Yes.
Okay, I wake up every day 5:30.
Oof.
Every day. But you wake up early.
Not 5:30.
Really?
No.
Every day 5:30 with an alarm, and then I go straight on my phone to like wake myself up because I know it's bad. I know it's bad and I know you hate it, but I have to do it because like otherwise I'm kind of still asleep and it wakes you up straight away. First thing I did was jump in the shower and wash my hair because I knew I had this, and I wore a slick bun last night. But usually first thing I do is have a cup of bone broth and go to the gym. Then I get home from the gym, I do my shower, eat my breakfast, have my matcha. I'll do like a 10-minute journal and then I start work. My morning routine is not as good as I want it to be.
I mean, it's pretty good. How would you refine it if you had to?
I want to add the red light for 10 minutes and I want to add like a meditation for 10 minutes.
Okay. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay. I think in the evenings, I do the red light sometimes with the lymphatic boots. I try and sauna. I try and read a little. In the evenings, I have more chill, whereas in the morning, I like want to get shit done.
It seems like you bookend your day, though. You're thoughtful about bookending your day.
And I always have to do my workouts in the morning because if I'm working, it gets to 5:36. I won't stop work to work out. I'll just keep working if I have stuff to do. So I have to do it in the morning.
It's impossible to work out once you've gotten in your workday, I have found too.
Like you can't stop it to then go to the gym. You can't come back to it. It's too difficult.
And it feels too much on the brain. It's almost like doing the hardest thing in the morning to just get it done and check the list.
I check it all off.
What is the workout that you're doing?
Workout, I'm doing 3-4 times a week a strength. I do. Have you heard of Kirsty Godso? She's like a Nike trainer, celeb trainer.
Tell us all about it.
She trains Kaya Gerber and like all those girls. So she does a workout with me probably once every 3 weeks. And then she just kind of gives me a plan to copy. So I'll do that every I'll do it 3 or 4 days a week. And it's like not super heavy weights, but strength with a little bit of cardio. So we'll like run on the curve. You know the curve?
No, what's the curve?
The curve treadmill.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you like use your own body weight to get it moving. It's really hard, like really hard. And so we'll sprint on that. I'll do 10 minutes of stare at the end. And then all the other days, I'll do Pilates by Bryony, who we love. Love her app. Absolutely love it. I feel like so feminine and long and sexy, and I love doing it.
She is so amazing. When she came on the podcast, I just fell in love with her energy, and I love what she's built. And her app is amazing if you guys have not tried it out.
It's incredible. I use it all the time. And you're right. Like I also fell in love with her energy when I met her because she's just so calming and kind and genuine. And I love her app.
Where are you from, this accent?
Australia, but everyone's so confused. Are you confused?
I thought maybe you were going to say London.
Yeah, I lived there for 5 years. So maybe that's why.
Okay, I hear a little bit of English in your accent.
And it's not like full bogan Australian. Do you know the word bogan? It's
no.
Like, I don't know. It's just, don't worry. It's too hard to explain.
Okay. It's a medley.
Yes. No, not really. Most people think it's Australian, but yeah, I get it all. Yesterday I got South African.
It's beautiful.
Thanks.
So you grew up in Australia?
Yeah, I grew up in Australia. And then I met my boyfriend when I was really young and he moved to China. So then I spent a tiny bit of time in China and Hong Kong. We did long distance for a bit. And then straight after that, we moved to London for 5 years. And then we moved to LA 2 years ago.
And when you look back on your life, is there a moment that you remember when you were really little where you knew you were entrepreneurial?
No, that's so funny you say that because no, I didn't know. And my dad, every time he's on the phone to me, we were on the phone yesterday, he's like, I still don't know where you got this. Like, it doesn't come from me, it doesn't come from your mom. It's so weird to me, like why you like this. But I think because I was with my boyfriend really young, his whole family, they have a family business. So we met when we were 12. We got together when we were 16. And now we're married. And I think I just have been eavesdropping my entire life on them and like listening to what they do. And I'm like, I do it a little different, or like, but I do it like this. And I always just wanted to have my own thing. I also knew since I was really young, I'm not going to have a typical job. I'm not going to end up, there was nothing that I was like, my dream job is a doctor. My dream job is this office. No, I was like, I want to do my own thing.
You met your boyfriend. This is like parallel to me and Michael. You met your boyfriend at 12.
Yes.
And have you dated him the whole time? Is this the only one?
It's the only one, but we got together, like actually dated at 16.
Got it.
So we met when we were 12. I was at the public swimming pool with my dad. We're in Australia, so it's really freaking sunny.
He saw you in a bathing suit and couldn't deal with it?
I see my friend with older kids and I go to my dad, I'm going to go see them. And he's like, yeah, but you're wearing your rash vest. If you don't want to wear it, you have to put sunscreen on as soon as you get there. And I'm watching. If you don't, I'm coming over. So I'm like, fuck, get there, lathering up. And he's like, can I borrow some sunscreen? And then it was just fate. We swapped numbers, flirting on text a little. Lauren, I became obsessed. Like I still have the notes. I'm writing, I wish Cody Mance would marry me, blah, 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 when I'm 13, 14 years old. 15 years old, I forgot about it. 16, we reconnected, like met each other at a party. And then like from that party every weekend hanging out and never a weekend apart since, like been together since.
Is he entrepreneurial?
Yeah, he has his own brand. So that's where I get it. That's what I'm saying. I've been eavesdropping.
Got it.
I've just been sitting there at the family dinner table, like eavesdropping my whole life.
And what's the brand so we can go stalk it?
Naked Wolf. It's a shoe brand.
Cute.
And they also have like, they do production for other brands and stuff. Like they're a big empire. They have a lot going on.
So when did you guys move here?
January 2022. So 2 years ago. Two and a half years ago.
So this is what's so interesting to me. I feel like you have grown very fast, but strategically.
You think?
Yeah, I see a lot of strategy behind your growth. Like sometimes people just grow fast and they don't know how to manage it. And it feels like they're just throwing things at the wall that kind of see what works. The way you've grown is, I mean, I don't think it's fast, but it's swift and it's purposeful.
Yeah, I think Heaven Mayhem has been really swift and purposeful. I think myself, when I moved here, I made a real conscious effort. Like there's a ton of events, but I made a real conscious effort. I don't want to go to everything. I don't want to be seen in these places. I don't want to go to a promoted dinner to the weekend concert when I'm invited. I don't want to go to a party at Leonardo DiCaprio's house. Like it's just not what I wanted to do, but I could do it and I would want to do it because it would be fun at the time. But I was like, I don't want to be seen in those places because I want to be taken seriously. Not that you can't, but you know what I mean? I had this like in my mind since the day I moved here and no one fucking noticed that I was there or not there. But now I feel like I've kind of tailored this brand around me that it's like a bit more refined and chic because I wasn't everywhere all at once, maybe.
Let's stay on this because you just hit on one of my favorite topics. Absence is just as important as presence.
I totally agree.
And we're in this day and age where everyone thinks they need to be on Instagram story with 300 stories all day long from the second they wake up and take their morning shit to at the end of the day when they're putting their mouth tape on. And it's like, I am someone who is like, yes, let's show up, let's be present, but then I'm super thoughtful about when to take it back.
Yeah.
For instance, if I have a launch of a huge product, I'm not going to be posting 6 million stories before that. I'm going to take some time to reflect, some time to think, some time to be by myself. And additionally, I also don't need to be at the opening of an envelope. Like it's too much. How do you think about absence and presence?
I think it's so important. I think sometimes when I show up to events, if you see a really big influencer or like a celebrity there, it's like, oh, I'm also good enough to be at the same event. Like it's interesting who goes and who doesn't go based on like if they have enough time. I think it really tells you like their schedule, everything about it. So I think if you're not there, like I can't be at everything. I can't be doing all the stuff that all the LA influencers do just because I purely don't have the time. But I think it makes people think like, oh, she's busy running a brand. I hope.
You are running a brand. And I think for me, I don't think people realize how much goes into operations.
Yeah.
And when I look through a lens of doing something, I ask myself 2 questions. Is it worth being away from my kids? Number 1. And would I say yes right now, today?
Like go tonight.
Like if I say like, let's go on a vacation, would I go right now?
Oh, that's
and if
a good
I wouldn't
one.
go right now,
You're not doing it.
I don't want to do it because I know in 2 weeks or 5 weeks or whatever it is that I don't want to do it. So I look through the event like a funnel, like would I want to do it right in this moment?
Yeah.
And I think that I just feel like we're so fixated on being present and creating content all the time that it starts to saturate it.
No, I agree. Even with talking on stories, like I love watching stories. I was watching yours today. Feels like you had a real wellness morning.
Wellness morning.
Yes. And I love keeping up with people's lives, but I also kind of love being a little bit more anonymous. Like no one really knows what I'm up to. Oh, I just pop up in New York. I haven't taken you with me on the airport, on the plane, blah, blah, blah. I just post a little in New York. Do you know what I mean? It's a little more behind the scenes or something.
I love it. And I think that it reminds me of the tortoise and the hare. There's more longevity in it.
Yeah.
I cannot watch you take a bowel movement. And there's some people that are like photographing their kids in the bathtub. It's just like too much.
No, it's too much. And I think leaving people wanting a little more is good. Like all these people I follow who don't show me everything, I'm like, who the fuck are they dating? What do they have for breakfast? I need to know. Because like you want to know everything. It's the people that show you everything, you're over it.
It's so much better. And I also love blackout days. Like sometimes, you know what I do? This is so weird. At the end of the month, I'll go and look at my month on Instagram. There's like something you can look at.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an archive.
Yeah.
And you can see which days you didn't post and which days you did. And there needs to be a lot of blank space for that for me. I don't want to post every single day.
No, I don't post every day. Sometimes I feel bad even. I'm like, fuck, I haven't posted a feed post in 3 weeks. I haven't posted stories in 3 days.
I like that.
Okay.
I like
keep it
that.
up.
No, I think it's great. And I think also the brand that you're running, which we're going to get into, is a massive amount of time.
Yeah.
And you are probably running all different kinds of things and people you can't get to see every single thing.
Exactly. Also, because the brand is so small, I'm like, I can't show you everything because what if you guys like copy it and bring it out quicker than me? Like it needs to be kind of gatekeepy in a way. Like while I do show some behind the scenes, I also need to be a little careful.
I totally agree. I think also there is excitement in something dropping. Do you know what I mean?
Everything we do is around a drop. Like I would never just post stuff to the website and let someone find it. Like I always make some hype around a drop and like tease and blah, blah, blah. I love that. And you do that so well.
I think I'm in this era where I'm in between. There's this girl, Julia. She's Julia Broom. I hope I'm saying her last name right, Julia.
I've seen her.
Okay, she's lovely. And she said something really smart the other day that sort of made me take a beat and think. She said, bring your audience along the journey of creating the thing and then drop it. And I think there's...
What do you mean and then drop it?
Meaning like show them what you're doing behind the scenes instead of gatekeeping it and then drop it.
Right.
And so I'm between. I'm like you where I want to just drop in and have this like huge reveal. But at the same time, I'm now starting to realize that I don't want to, and I would love to hear how you think about this, be so formulaic with everything. Meaning like I want to mix it up with the launches. Does that make sense?
It makes total sense. And I'm doing the exact same thing. So like we have an earring drop at the end of the month. We are just doing our typical strategy where it's like, guys, something's coming a week before, whatever, some emails showing you what it is. But we have a big, big launch, new product category, which I'm so excited about coming in the end of July. And for that, I'm just starting to tease behind the scenes. I'm starting to show people the different swatches, the mood board, the process, because I'm like, I want you to come along for the journey and I want you to be so invested that when it comes to launch day, time to shop, you're like, I pretty much made this product too.
That is so genius. It's almost like it's like the community is so invested that they feel like they've been a part of it the whole way.
Mm-hmm. And like, I love doing a poll, like this or that. What do you guys think? Like which color or something, like really getting people involved. Firstly, it's good because you're like, I think we should do purple and everyone wants green. And you're like, well, fuck, I'm glad I asked.
Yeah.
And then it's also nice because people following along are like, yay, you did purple and like, or you did green, whatever. And I feel like we have made the decision because they've asked for it.
How have you managed to stand out amongst all the things?
In the jewelry space?
Not just the jewelry space. I think that you've stood out throughout the noise. I don't just think it's with jewelry. I think it's your fashion sense. It's your Instagram account. Like whenever I do an interview, I like stalk everything because I want to see the whole 360. I think that you've done a good job of carving your own path and standing out amongst everything.
Well, thanks. I think, honestly, I just try and be me because there's been so many times I was doing content creation and influencing for years and I'm like, oh, this girl's so cool. I want to do that. Oh, no, I've changed. I think this girl's cool. I'm going to do something like that. And now I'm just like, I'm truly just being me. I love that I have Heaven Mayhem because I feel like it's really become my identity and like my purpose. And I love sharing about that. But I think with the Instagram, I'm just trying to be a normal girl. I don't want to like put on a show. I don't want to do smoke and mirrors. I've realized how easy it is. I mean, obviously it's easy. I feel like that's so dumb to say, but it's so easy to like put on a show on Instagram and make people believe something fake. And I just want to be so real and normal because I am. And I want people to be able to think like, oh, I can do that too. And then with the brand, I think we really stood out because the product was really different.
I agree with you. I think that you've done a really good job of standing out with how the product looks.
Thank you.
It's fresh and unique and youthful.
Yeah.
What are some life hacks that you do every single day so you can perform at optimum level? Because you do have to be super present. There's a lot going on with everything you're doing. So what are those things that make you like the best performer?
Should we say the ones we said before?
Say them all.
Okay. So I'm doing like get rid of the decision fatigue. I have the exact same thing for breakfast and lunch every single day. Breakfast, lunch, snacks, coffee, water, vitamins, every single thing is at the exact same time. I just feel like I know what I'm eating and I know when I'm eating it. It's amazing. You don't have to think about it. Do you want to know the rundown?
We want to know which brand of coffee. Are you drinking it with milk? Every single little speck.
Okay, done. So we do chicken sausages in the morning.
Yeah. What brand?
I don't know the brand, but it's from Erewhon. It's like, I don't know, some random name. They're all so random there.
Okay. So it's from Erewhon.
Yes.
Okay.
So my naturopath told me I need to have protein.
Okay.
So I'm on the protein. I have the bone broth before I go to the gym.
Okay.
And then I'll come home. I'll have the chicken sausages with half an avocado.
Yum.
And then I'll do a matcha with coconut milk. The coconut milk is also from Erewhon and the matcha is Cloud Cha. That's Bryony's brand. And then I'll do a bunch of vitamins. Like I take my aminos, I take an organ supplement, I take an omega, and I take some other like naturopath stuff that they give me. Then for lunch, then I'm not hungry till lunch, by the way, because I eat so much protein. I'm not hungry. I don't think about food. I don't want to be working thinking like, oh my God, I'm literally starving to death. No. I just want to get so much shit done. And I think eating this protein has made my brain work better and quicker. So I get a lot of stuff done. Then it's lunchtime. I have a big-ish bowl of ground beef with celery, onion, and carrot. And I love carrot and celery. It's like one of my favorite foods. I'll do a steamed broccoli and then a little bit of parsley on top. And then on the top of that, you sprinkle a little bit of Chroma Wellness bone broth. And I think you're going to love that.
You guys, sprinkling Chroma Wellness bone broth. It's like a powder.
It's a powder. So it's kind of like, have you had chicken salt?
I haven't had chicken salts. I'll have to get that.
Yes, it's kind of similar. Like it's a similar vibe, like a flavored salty thing.
Is genius.
It's genius.
That
you're
is
getting more protein in.
A really smart, you're getting more protein in. It also gives it a little salty flavor. I'm on the salt train. I will not touch a coffee until I have a salt electrolyte. I won't even look at coffee until I've had my salt electrolyte because it's so good for dehydration. So you sprinkle your Chroma Wellness on top. Are you eating or drinking anything else other than that?
I have an element every day. A big tumbler of water with ice and an element. And that's it for my drinks. I'm not like a soft drink girl. Maybe 2 matches if I'm feeling not so anxious. And then for dinner, I'll switch it up. It'll be Erewhon or Goop, or maybe my husband will cook a steak, or we go out a lot as well.
Have you always been on the meat train? I love when I meet someone who's on the meat train.
Yeah, I'm so on the meat train. I'm not on the dairy train though.
Okay. Have you tried raw milk?
No, I haven't. And I don't think I can because it's kind of grossing me out.
Let me tell you.
Yes, you tell me.
Okay.
I'm listening.
This is the best skinny tip on the planet.
Oh.
So I had to lose a lot of weight. And one thing that helped me lose so much weight is I think of raw milk as my pre-workout because raw milk has the perfect amount of protein, sugar, and fat to satiate you. You put it in coffee and you get a boost of energy. So now you have this boost of energy with your perfect little like protein. It's right enough. I will drink that before I go to the gym. And also raw milk is full of so much enzymes, minerals, vitamins, as opposed to regular milk. Now, everyone says to me, milk hurts my stomach. Milk hurts your stomach because it's pasteurized.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes. And so raw milk isn't going to hurt your stomach. It's amazing for the gut. You have to find a farmer that does A2 milk. It's got to be specific. I like the
You get
farmer's
it
market.
from a farmer?
I get it from a farmer at the farmer's market. And it's changed my life. My kids drink it. My daughter doesn't like regular milk, so I put a little cacao in it, make it chocolate.
Yum.
You don't have to do a lot either. I'm not telling you to like do, it's just like an inch. And it's
Honestly,
like ice cream.
I do need to try it because I'll eat cheese. Like it's not as if I'm scared of dairy.
Okay.
I will eat cheese. So I think I need to try it. And speaking of like you know how you said like it helped you lose weight, eating so much protein has helped me like really tighten up.
It's like,
It's brought my skin and my muscles closer together.
ugh,
Is that what you have experienced?
go off on this. I keep trying to tell people that it's literally, someone online said eating meat and protein is like Ozempic because
No, that's how I feel.
it makes you just lose weight.
I am so full that I'm like, I'm good. I don't want anything else. I used to crave chocolate. Now my husband can have a chocolate next to me in bed and I'm like, there's not one part of me that wants it because I'm just really full and satiated and I'm good because I've eaten enough.
It's the weirdest thing.
And I also feel with the protein, like I'm never like, oh, fuck, have I overeaten? Like I feel as though you can have as much as you want. Agree?
I'm telling you, and you know what's weird is the more you eat, the more you crave it. So like if you would have told me 3 years ago that I would have deer for breakfast, like sometimes I'll have deer.
Is that venison?
Yeah, from Force of Nature.
Love.
And it's like my body wants it.
Yeah. I actually think I probably have been a meat girl for a while because my mum always would buy venison from the farmer's market.
So it's probably like in your blood.
Yeah.
I
maybe.
think that meat people are starting to realize that it got a bad rep. And yes, it needs to be grass-fed, grass-finished, great meat. I love Force of Nature. That's my jam.
How do I get that?
You can order it online.
Oh, okay.
My friend Michaela Peterson on Instagram, she only eats meat. And she said Snake Farm River is amazing too.
Okay. Need to check it out.
I think that like, listen, not everyone's going to like meat. I'm not here to tell everyone to eat meat, but I will tell you it's changed my life. And
Same.
It's nice to hear that from you.
It's changed my life for sure. And also eating the same thing every day, like it might sound so simple, but it's just changed my life. Like how easy is that? You don't have to get starving and go, oh, what the fuck am I going to make? I don't have the ingredients. This is healthy. Like I feel amazing.
Yeah. And it also, when you go out to dinner, instead of I still order the pasta, but I'll eat the meat first.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's life-changing. And I totally know what you're talking about your skin being tighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, isn't
I'm
it?
like the abs like are popping out. Like it's, I don't know. It's just small. I don't know.
I totally get what you're saying. Okay, beauty. What are some things that you do that people would think are weird?
Oh, I brush my teeth with coconut oil. Like put a scoop on the toothbrush and really scrub it for like 2-3 minutes. And then I'll rebrush them with toothpaste. One thing with the coconut oil though is I'm spitting it out on like a toilet paper and putting it in the bin. Cause you know how it hardens? I'm worried I'll like block the sink, which I just can't be fucked. So many problems all the time with the house. And then other beauty things. Oh, the reason I did that is because I did composite bonding and I felt like my teeth were going yellow and it's really helped them go white.
Huh.
Yeah.
I got to try that.
Yeah, you really should. And it's sweet, tastes like a dessert.
Do you
Yum.
just do regular coconut oil?
Yeah.
And you put it on your toothbrush?
Yeah. It goes on hard because it's cold and then it will like melt in your mouth.
That actually sounds like really, really smart. It's essentially like oil pulling, but also getting like a scrub.
I can't pull, I like can't be bothered doing it or something. Like when I'm in the bathroom trying to do it, I just like don't want to do that. So holding it, the toothbrush and actually doing it is so much better.
What are other things? Your makeup looks beautiful. Your skin
Thanks.
looks beautiful. So what are the things you're doing?
Skincare I'm doing. I had microneedling last week, so I feel like that's helped. Except I feel like my face was scabbing off for a couple of days and it feels like it's so dry it's going to crack. But the skincare I use is Jan Marini. Have you tried it?
Sif was just telling me about this.
Yeah.
What is the? I know who Jan Marini is. I've used and played with her skincare, but she said there's like this one that she has.
Okay, so the Jan Marini skincare is so good, but for anyone listening or for you, it's like it's so fucking complicated. There's so many products and all the names are so random, so you don't really know what to use and when to use it. There's 2 products. It's Regeneration Booster and C Ester Serum, and those are like hero. Like they will change your skin.
That's exactly what Sif said.
Yeah, they're not cheap. they're like an investment, and I go through them really quick because I use quite a lot, but they're so fucking good. They make you glow.
Okay,
And
I'm
then
gonna
I got
try.
lip blushing at the start of this week, like a lip tattoo.
Wait, did you go to the girl that does Kira?
No, I didn't. I
Okay.
didn't. But I was looking at her. I went to this girl, like a random. I found her through someone.
And explain what lip blushing is, because I want to get this done.
So it's a tattoo on your lip, and it tattoos it like a light pink or whatever. So you look like you've always got it looks like you've always got a nice natural color. It doesn't look like you've always got lipstick, which is not what I want. Like I don't want to wake up with a full lip liner.
No.
But you want to look like you have some color, because when I'm at dinner and my lips are coming off, I look like some freak because my lips are so pale. Or like when I go to the gym, I just feel like it looks a bit weird to then have a full lip liner. So I just wanted some color. And this girl was so natural. It's still like forming into the color it will end up. But I think she did a great job, and she does a lot of celebs. So I feel like if she's good enough for them, she's good enough for me.
Does it hurt?
It hurt towards the end. She numbs at the start. I was like, this is a breeze. But after 2 hours of her tattooing, I was like, right, let's wrap this shit up.
Wait, can you ask her to numb you more though?
Yeah. She was like, is this fine? And I was like, it's fine. Like I can deal with it. And I was just like, I'd rather not wait an extra 20 minutes for the numbness to set in. So like just keep going. But she kept checking on me. You can numb as much as you want.
How long does it take?
2 hours.
Oh, the whole thing was 2 hours. So you
Yeah.
didn't start feeling it at 2 hours and then have to do another hour.
No. The whole thing was 2 hours. I probably did like 20 minutes of pain.
Okay.
The rest was fine.
Okay.
And then she put me in her full body LED light after to like calm my lips. She goes, do you want the face or the full body? I'm like, I'll take the full body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please, full body.
Mhm.
Can we say who it is so I can go?
Yes. It's called Contour and Ink.
Okay. And is
That's
it
all I
around
know.
here?
It's on Wilshire in Beverly Hills.
I feel like I need to message her on Instagram.
Yeah.
I want that.
She's really good and really natural, and loved her. It's not a fancy place.
Okay. What I like about that is I am very particular about filler.
Yeah.
I do not like a lot of filler. If someone's going to get filler, I think that it should be drops. Like I don't like a fake done look. I
No, I
think
hate
it
it.
makes you look older, and I'm looking at you and I can tell that you look at filler the same way.
Oh, yeah. And I said to her when she was starting on my lips, like, oh, maybe I should get some filler, because it looked kind of good because they were getting a bit swollen. And then by the end, she'd finished. My lips were so swollen. They looked like sausages. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not getting filler. No way.
Here's the thing with filler, and I hope everyone will listen to this because it's so important, especially if you're young. If you get too much filler in your upper lip, it covers your teeth.
Is that not the vibe?
One of the most youthful things about a young person is showing a little teeth. So when you have a resting face in the mirror and you can't see teeth because you have too much filler, it takes you're adding years to your face.
Yeah. I also hate the look. I also hate the look of too bigger lips, because it's like, it's the first thing you see. And then you're like, so what else? Like, what else is fake? Like, you're questioning everything. You're like looking up and down someone's face. Like, are those cheeks real? Like, you know,
It
I
just
think it's-
subconsciously looks older.
I agree.
I
I'm
mean,
not into it.
I think we're going to start to realize that like less really is more.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't want to look fake and like overly done. I really want to age gracefully.
I think that's why lip blushing is so genius, because it gives you a little bit of a plump without it looking fake.
She also said that having a really natural rosy pink color is so, so youthful. Like if you think about kids, they have such great lip color. And so I was like, oh, this is exactly what I want. So it really was perfect. You should definitely go.
This is like a weird question. Does she color match your tone to match your skin and hair?
Yes. She matches it to you, like what you think. And on her website, she was like, you can bring a lip liner, but I didn't, because I was like, my lip liner at the moment, I'm going for like a bit brown. And I was like, I don't want brown lips tattooed, do I? I want like a nice rosy pink that looks really natural. And she put it on me and I thought it looked great.
It looks beautiful.
Thanks.
It's really nice.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. And also I got it on Monday, so really not very much downtime at all. My lips feel a little flaky, but it's not like they're swollen or anything.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You sold me. Maybe we'll start a new trend that instead of people overfilling their lips, they
They'll
can do
lip
a little
blush.
blushing.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Botox?
I like Botox. I've been doing Botox for a long time, but I don't like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll spread a lot of time in between.
Yeah. How long?
the last time I got Botox was probably 8 months ago.
Oh, okay. So it's like a once a year, twice a year
I
thing.
would say it's twice a year, but like, I would say it's every 8 months.
Yeah. Okay.
But I will tell you, I don't shut up about this. I wake up every morning and I go outside and sit outside just to get sunlight in my eyes. I feel like everyone's doing that right now, which is great. And I take beef tallow and I massage right here.
Oh, the beef tallow cream, and you massage your head.
And I massage my head and I stretch my fascia. I stretch the fascia right here. No one is stretching the fascia above the eye and the eyebrow. So I'm constantly stretching my fascia and training my fascia to go
so
up.
You look snatched.
And I'm telling you, I know this is like, it's almost too easy and people don't want to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
A facelift is from stretching your fascia. So if a facelift's from stretching your fascia, why not stretch your fascia every single morning?
Yeah.
Ariel, she's with me here. My photographer saw me. One eyebrow will be up here when I do it, and the other is down here. I'm gonna like text you a video of the difference.
Wow.
So I just think like, yes, Botox, but if you just get Botox and you never touch your face with your hands and manipulate it, I don't think you're doing yourself a service.
I agree. I think I would love to allow myself like 30 minutes a day to do the gua sha, do all of that stuff. Oh, by the way, I dry brush all the time and I love your dry brush.
Thank you.
But I think everyone just wants that quick fix. Like, oh, I'll just get the Botox. Or like, everyone is so sick of hearing the cliches, like just drink enough water and exercise.
I can't with
everyone
the water.
wants something else.
I can't. When someone comes on here and I say, what do you do for your skin? And they say water, I'm like, I'm out.
I know.
Please don't come on this podcast and say you drink water. That's a little too.
No, that's too. It's giving the olive oil on the face.
It's giving gatekeep lie.
Yes.
Don't believe
Not
you.
a girl's girl.
I think that I would just challenge everyone. It doesn't have to be 30 minutes. Just take 5 minutes when you're outside. I put a meditation on.
Yeah, it's a habit stack.
Yeah, like a sound bowl. Melissa Wood does this sound bowl thing, and I'll just sit there and give myself 5 minutes. The best part, though, is stretching this part right here.
Just above the eye.
You stretch it up above the eye, under the eyebrow, and then you go into your scalp.
Okay, I'm going to try that because this eye, I don't know if you can tell, kind of slants.
Oh my God, everyone is so fucked up from social media.
Yeah, I was thinking one day I'm going to have to get the upper bleph or whatever it's called.
My 24-year-old friend texts me and she goes, Lauren, like, who did you go to for a bleph? How do I get a bleph? Who's to go to? I'm like, I don't have that. I don't like it for your age. You have to drain your lymphatic system up above your eyebrow. Try it. She booked a facial massage once a week and now she does this stretching. You can change your face.
Mm.
I'm going to send you a text of
your eyebrows are very raised. Like they look great.
People think it's like I have so
Threads
much
or something. Like they're really.
It's from stretching the fascia.
Looks so good.
We're going to do lip blushing.
Perfect. We'll do a little swap.
Stretching the fascia. Okay. What are some makeup products you love, nail polish colors you love, like little beauty things that you think are just really great?
Okay, nail polish. I used to be so fun. I used to do all this fun stuff. Now I'm only doing put it in neutral or I'll do like a dark red. I don't have a shade for my dark red, unfortunately.
Okay. Beautiful.
For my makeup, it's a real Charlotte Tilbury moment.
Okay.
Love it. All Charlotte Tilbury. Love Westman Atelier blush. Love blush. My life hack for makeup is this Hourglass palette. It's called the Ambient Light palette. And you put the powder all over your face. So like, I don't know if you wear powder, but I feel like most people think it kind of like makes you really matte. This makes you so glowy. Like I get a ton of compliments. People say, what's on your skin? I say it's the powder and they go, but you're not wearing any powder. Like, trust me, this thing is like some translucent, nice glow. It looks so good. So that's my life hack for makeup.
We have to put that in the show notes and you have to text me what that is.
Yeah, I will.
See, I knew this was the episode to kick Michael off of because Michael would be like, what are you talking about? Translucent powder? It's like, get out of here so we can get really down to it. Okay, I want to talk about how you took $900 and changed it into a 7-figure business. Like, and I would like for you to not just tell us like the quick version. Like I kind of want to know the nitty gritty, the in between. So start off with the 900.
Okay. So I moved to LA and I was like, I need to do something other than like renovating this house. we bought our house and we had a problem with the plumber. We had a problem with this. We had a problem with something every day. And I'm staying up till 9 p.m. on my laptop, sorting things out that is not going to get me anywhere in life. And I really had that realization, like, why the fuck am I working so hard for what? Like, what do I have to show for it? So I needed to do something for myself. And I had this idea to do a cord pendant necklace. Like, don't know if you saw them 2 years ago. They were kind of all the rage. So I found these vintage pendants with my $900. I spent it on these vintage pendants from flea markets, from eBay, from downtown LA, Rose Bowl Flea, Melrose, whatever. Bought them, bought the cord, paid 12 months for my Shopify subscription and paid for my Canva subscription. And that's all I paid for. I then hand tied the necklaces. I got my friend to take photos of me. So this is like so fucking low budge. It's honestly embarrassing. But what's the quote? If you're not embarrassed, you started too late, right? So I did that. I launched my first drop. I promoted it on Instagram. On my personals, I was saying, like, kind of pretending it was my friend's brand or something. I never said, this is my brand launching. And so I think that's a good tip as well, because I didn't have any followers on the Heaven Mayhem account. We had 20 followers or something. So you don't have to be an influencer. You don't have to have this following to be able to do it, because I really didn't promote that much on mine. I never said, like, it's mine, whatever. So I promote on Heaven Mayhem. They were really trendy. I say drop one, launching June 16, 20 pieces. They launched June 16 with 20 pieces. However, the first 5 of them I made sold out straight away, and I just kept them. But I pretended that they're like so fucking in demand that everyone wants them straight away. There's already 5 sold out. Like, you better race to get yours. So I think that's a good tip as well, like making it look like little smoke and mirrors, a little more in demand. And then I sold about 10 that day-ish. I made about $1,000 from that, put that then $1,000 into drop 2 and drop 3. By drop 3, I had like 3 or 4 styles with more than one piece in it. Like, I had 3 of one necklace or something. And then I got my hands on this one pendant, which was such a good seller. I think we sold like 200 of them. So this is like really, my small little business is taking off. Keep in mind, I'm making every single one on my bedroom floor, like cutting every cord, filling my orders Mondays and Thursdays, so then I can make them on the weekend and like make them midweek. And then I called to get some more stock. They had this dead stock vintage. I'm like, can I have some more, please? They sent it to me, and they sent the wrong one. They sent this like way smaller one, which just wasn't going to work, but they had 300 of them, which they sent. So I'd paid for it. And I said, like, oh, you sent the wrong one. Just send it. I'll send it back and you replace it with the real one. No, they'd sold out of the real one, because it's like, you can't get your hands on it. It's like dead stock stuff, and they don't take returns. So I'm like, fuck, like, I could have afforded to not sell it. But one thing about me, especially when I started the brand, like, I'll do anything to save $1. I'll stay up for hours and hours and hours to figure it out myself than pay someone else to do it for me. So I was like, well, let's just try sell this product. We put that, I always say we, it's just me, but I say we to make Heaven Mayhem sound bigger, I guess.
I love it.
So then I start making this one necklace. It's called the Black Mini, this gold circular pendant on black suede cord that sold like friggin' hotcakes. Got my hands on more. I probably sold like 3,000 units of that one product, all making on my bedroom floor and filling every order myself, which was very crazy for like a handmade thing, And then I used all of that money to funnel it into what I really wanted to do, which was earrings, and do like these vintage inspired earrings. And then I launched those in April of last year. So it's really been like a year since this brand has had stock. And then from there, I got on some influencers like Matilda Jerf. She was amazing. Like, she had the necklace and it just sold really well being on her. Mariana Hewitt, just like great people who have really cool style and who are so friendly. And I think for me, being an influencer and meeting them and promoting their brands and being kind this whole time with no intention to start the brand. I started the brand 2 months before. It's not like I was doing this whole thing for like keeping it in my back pocket. But I think just like being really nice helped me. They were all happy to like support me in return. And then that kind of snowballed a little. Then Revolve reached out. Then I got on Revolve. That snowballed into Shop Up and all our other retailers. Then we had Hailey Bieber wear it. And now it's like a legit brand a year later. And I'm like, I just can't believe this is my brand. And it all just happened so quick, I guess.
What I'm hearing from you is that you threw yourself out there and executed.
The thing about me, Lauren, is I execute. Something I say all the time is done is better than perfect. That necklace I launched with first is the most ugly thing I've ever seen now. I wouldn't be caught dead in it. but I'm so proud of it because it got us to where we are today. If I waited till I'm like obsessed with this product, firstly, I change my mind all the time, but like I am changing the website once a month, the graphics once a month, every earring we still have, I'm like redesigning and tweaking, just tweaking the backing a little, making the post thicker or shorter, everything we tweak, but done is better than perfect. Otherwise you'd never freaking release it. And now look how fast I've been able to grow the brand in such a short time just because I'm like, let's just get it out there.
It sounds like a lot of refining. I love refining. I want on my gravestone to say,
refine.
She refined and edited. That's all I care about. I love an edit. I love a refine. So I'm obsessed with this. I also think that you've been really strategic about who you've gotten it on. But I'm also hearing that you used scarcity to your advantage as leverage, which I think is really, really smart. Mm-hmm. And I'm also hearing, and you can talk a little bit more about this, that you put the money back in the business.
Oh yeah, I put the money back in the business.
And a lot of people don't do that. They want to take the money out. And that requires massive patience. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, I mean, the business, honestly, it was to the fault of me last year because obviously my tax bill was so high, but I could have really I could have done a lot more with my money in my bank account and used it for business expenses to grow the business instead of just keeping it in the business. Like I'm saying how I do everything to save money. I really should have paid some graphic designers because like I can afford it and you know what I'm trying to say?
Totally.
But I think it was a really like a huge credit to me that I'm happy to do it myself and keep all the money in the business and really like skimp on things because that's just the way to grow it, I think. And now I have a decent amount of money to fall back on. So now I'm not looking for investment. I think I can grow it myself. I have big plans and I think I can do it all without any funding.
I think it's genius. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks.
I fell in love with you as an entrepreneur when I saw a clip. It was on TikTok and you were on Sif's podcast and you said you showcased this way that you sort of like puppeteered getting jewelry on Hailey Bieber. And I thought it wasn't like, and I don't mean it in a manipulative way. I mean, you did it with a lot of strategy. Can you tell that story to the audience?
Yes. Well, it wasn't a ton of strategy by me, but kind of. So her best friend bought the earrings and I was so excited. I saw her order come through. This is the time when I'm like looking at every single name. Oh, by the way, I think you ordered something.
I've bought your earrings without knowing you were attached.
Yeah. And I was so excited.
Did you know that?
I know.
Okay, I saw it. The earrings, not knowing anything about you yet. This is This is probably like 2 years ago.
No, I didn't even have it 2 years ago.
A year ago.
This is like, it would have been in like May, June last year. Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Trust me, I saw it. I know you got the plate mixed, the square one.
I love those. I still wear them all the time. They remind me of like my mom's like vibe. Okay, go ahead.
So I saw her order. I see all the orders and I'm like, oh my God, it's Justine Skye, Hailey's friend. Let's just see. I'll keep an eye. Let's see if she's wearing them. She's wearing them in Europe, all with Hailey. So I start posting TikToks like, doing the green screen being like, oh, this is who's worn Heaven Mayhem this week. Justine Skye's wearing Heaven Mayhem. She's with Hailey in this photo. So Hailey is in all of the images that I'm posting on TikTok, but Hailey's not wearing them, only Justine. And I'm like, I hope Hailey sees and likes them and wants to wear them, blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm saying in the TikToks. Then they get home from Europe and the next fucking day I go to Community Goods. The night before I'd seen a psychic and she really like told me my life was amazing. So I believed her and like, I was like, yeah, I have this confidence. I see them there. And I'm like, I feel as though I have this kind of like leg to stand on here. Like Justine has spent money buying my product. Like I am entitled to go and say thank you. I'm not fangirling. I'm not interrupting Hailey. I'm just talking to her friend. So I went over and said thank you. And like I guess she was so confused. She like looked down and went on her phone and Hailey was looking at me because I think they're just so used to everyone going up to Hailey and Justine was probably like, perfect. Like this is my time to like text my friend back. And then she's like, wait, are you talking to me? I'm like, yes. And like, I didn't even look at Hailey. I was purposefully eyes on Justine. That's who I'm talking to. And then Hailey was like, wait, that's so cute. Like, oh, I know what starting a brand's like. I'm like, I know. I was like, well, I love you. I was like, oh yeah, I love Rode. I'm a big fan. She goes, thank you so much. I see everything that you post for Rode as well. And I was like, are you like the nicest person ever or just really media trained? Like, I don't know. But I was like, oh, well, thanks. Like I was really overwhelmed. Anyway, so I was like, well, Hailey, if you ever want anything, just let me know. I would love to send it to you. And Justine, like, let me know if you need any top ups. Like, have a great breakfast, girls. Nice to meet you. I leave. Hailey's stylist, one of Danny Michelle's assistants, DM'd me the next morning saying, we have a fitting with Haley today. She specifically requested Heaven Mayhem. Can you bring it to the house? And I'm like, yeah, I'm on the way. And I was just like, this just really worked in my favor because being in LA, right time, right place, Justine wearing it, going up to Justine, everything was the perfect storm. And I actually feel like with the brand, yeah, I've worked so hard, so hard, which we can talk about if you want tips of working hard. But I think it's really been a perfect storm of a lot of things that have just serendipitously happened.
To have a brand for a year and have that happen is major. Do you practice any manifestation, visualization? You mentioned you don't meditate, but are there things that you notice that you do that maybe you didn't notice before that you look back on that have worked for you?
Yeah, I do so much manifestation. I don't really like sit there and wish for things, but I'll do a big journal set. At the end of last year, I went away for 3 nights by myself to Palm Springs. Have you been to Sensei?
No, what's that?
Oh, girl, you're going to real freak out. I have like a weird relationship with Palm Springs. It kind of freaks me out, but Sensei is like the most amazing, tranquil place. There's a golf course. They have a gym. They do a massage every day. There's a Nobu. And it's like not really any talking. Like it's not a big resort. It's very small and like you don't see any other guests. So I went there for 3 days by myself and pretty much just journaled the whole time what I want from this year, what I want to get out of life, everything. I make a vision board every year. And then I just like talk to myself constantly. I'm driving, I'm going on a walk with my headphones. I'm not on the phone. I'm talking to myself. I'm pretending I'm on this podcast. I'm pretending I'm somewhere telling a story of what's happened, but it hasn't happened. I'm saying like, yeah, I sold my company for $300 million. No, that hasn't happened. I'm just talking about it. I'm saying, oh, Hailey Bieber wore my stuff. Oh, I met Kendall and Haley and they asked where my earrings were from and then they posted it on their story. Whatever the fuck, I'm making up all these random stories. And I think that's my version of manifestation, just like speaking it into existence and kind of like believing it. And then I think also the mindset, like I wholeheartedly believe these things will happen. I don't hope and think, oh, that will be lucky. I'm like, no, that would happen. Of course that happens to me. And I think that's the mindset you need to be. So you need to really believe that you're the kind of person that happens to.
Have you ever read You Can Heal Your Life?
I started it and I didn't finish it. I have a problem with reading.
Can you listen to it on Audible?
Oh my God, I need to start listening to audiobooks.
Just I listened to You Can Heal Your Life 600 times and it's every single thing that you're saying that you do. Yeah, I think you should listen to it on Audible.
Oh, okay,
it's
fine.
Exactly what you literally speak it what you want. So for instance, when I was 60 pounds heavier, I would say, because after a baby, nightmare, not the baby, the weight gain. Let's be honest. I hate when people aren't honest about that. The weight gain's a real bitch. I started to say I'm slender. I'm long and lean. Everything you're saying, I feel like you would love that. You don't have to read it. Just listen to it because it's very much your energy.
Yeah. I that's what I believe.
You mentioned working hard.
Yeah.
What's the ugly side? What's the ugly side of working hard?
Someone asked me this the other day and I think it's just so interesting. So obviously I don't have kids and now online I just hear so much about like motherhood's so hard, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so do I not want kids now? Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's
such negative.
I know. And it's becoming kind of like that with entrepreneurship. Like, yeah, you see the good stuff, but everyone's always like, it's really hard. It's not glamorous. So I do want to say it's not glamorous. It's like I'm working. I'll go to the gym. I don't put makeup on. I'll stay in my gym clothes. I honestly low-key smell. I'm still in them at 6 p.m. Then I'll shower. Then I'll be back on my laptop till 10 p.m. It's in bed. My husband's like, can you put your laptop down? And I'll be like, no, I'll leave the room then. You go to sleep. I'll go upstairs. I've got shit to do. So like, yeah, it's not glam. But Lauren, I'm having the time of my life. I love it. And I think you got to say that because like I'm really loving it. And there's so much stuff that like I don't want to fucking do. I don't want to do sales tax. I don't know how to do it. But when you figure it out and you accomplish it, it gives you so much confidence in yourself and you're like, oh, I can do it. It just small wins. So I'm actually really loving it.
I think that that's really true, the process. I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking I am the same happy as I was when I was blogging in the bathroom while I was bartending. Like my happiness, of course, there's been layers of it because I have children now and I'm married and I love where I live. But like my happiness barometer is the same. I loved the process and I still love the process. I think that is such an important conversation. I've never articulated it until you just said that. the nitty gritty is in a weird way. It's fun. It's not miserable.
It's fun. It's so fun. Like yesterday, I recorded a podcast. I did a design meeting. I found a designer on LinkedIn because I don't know how to do sunglasses. So he came over and helped me do the sunglasses. So like, that's so fun. Then I shot some content. Then I dealt with some stupid inventory problems. Then I dealt with a lost shipment. And then I figured out some like tax bookkeeping thing that they needed me to do. And I'm like, it's all so varied, but it's so fun. Like I've ticked everything off. I've got it done. I'm running this business. I don't know what I'm doing. I always say I have no fucking idea what I'm doing, but I just know what to do. And I just do. Every day I know what to do. I'm getting it done and I really love it.
What's something that people would be surprised to know about you?
Maybe that I like figure things out. I feel I get a lot of people ask me like they think I'm dumb sometimes.
Talk to me about that. That's my favorite subject. Go off on that.
I don't mind if people think I'm dumb. I'm actually like, I welcome it because
use it to your advantage.
I use it to my advantage all the time. It suits me. Like talk over my head and I'll just absorb all the information. I told you I eavesdropped for like 12 years with my husband. But I think probably maybe they think I don't do it or like someone else helps me with the brand or I'm not switched on. Do you have a misconception about me? What do you think?
With you?
Yeah, what do you think people think?
I definitely don't think you're dumb. That's not what I think, but I think that there's a way to use people thinking you're dumb in a very smart way, if you will. Like I think whenever I'm dealing with like an investor or a man in a suit, like I think it really actually is amazing leverage.
It's so good. It's really wonderful.
I mean, you can really like puppeteer what you need to puppeteer if someone thinks you're dumb.
It's really funny. I've been in like a few scenarios where like they want to talk about investing or asking. They ask me so many personal rude. It's like rude. Like, oh, what's your profit margins? What's this? And I'm like, excuse me? Like you didn't ask me for an investment meeting. It's just obvious you're like trying to ask questions. And they're like, would you be interested in funding? And I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like I probably don't want it. Like that's the dumbest thing you could say. But it's like, they're like, huh? Like most people jump at any money. You know what I mean?
I feel like throwing it back to them and being like, why don't you show me what you propose?
Yeah.
I don't like to like show the card. It's like you show me what you want so then I have the negotiation power.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Like show me what you're thinking. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'll edit it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I saw something on your phone that you showed me that I thought was so genius that I'd love to share with our audience. You plan your outfits out. And I don't mean she like writes down what she's wearing. Talk to us about how you look at your closet when you're traveling. That was really cool. And I think it's a great takeaway.
Yeah. So when I'm traveling and just like in my everyday life, I'm obviously trying to be the poster child for Heather Mayhem. So I want to dress really like capsule wardrobe vibes. I don't want to wear the exact same thing every day, but I just want to dress minimally and nice and then dress it up with my accessories, obviously. So I need to plan this out, especially when I travel. So I take a photo of every single outfit. I'll have my assistant, sometimes my friend comes over and helps me style it. And we pretty much throw all the clothes on the floor and then pick from the clothes. We style the outfit, we shoot it. We then pull from the same clothes. So like, you know, you can't bring 30 pairs of jeans to New York. You can bring 3. So you're pulling from the same thing.
What's the brand of jeans that you like?
Vintage Levi's.
Vintage Levi's. Okay,
yes.
Go ahead.
Or Kate sometimes.
Okay, that's what I'm wearing.
Oh, you look great. So
are we wearing vintage Levi's right now?
These are like an Italian brand.
Okay.
They're called Dark Park.
Really cute. Go ahead.
We shoot it all and then I paste it into a note. So you hold down on the image and it will like copy your frame. It will cut you out of the image and you then go into your notes section and press paste and then press small image. And then you can scroll through your notes and have notes like day 1, dinner at this place, lunch with this person, outfit, lunch with this person, outfit. It's really, truly a life hack.
Why this is so smart is that it saves time.
It's the decision fatigue out and then you just like look hot and put together. There's no better feeling.
I think what I'm going to have you do, if you don't mind, is do a green screen on how you do this. So when this episode goes live, everyone can go to your TikTok and your Instagram.
I'll do it before and then you can add the link.
Yeah. And then I can also do like a stitch and say, I just had Pia on the podcast. This is how you do this because it is a very visual thing, how you're explaining it.
It is.
I need to like watch you do the copy. Visual. Can you do like a fake one for us?
Yeah. No, okay. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it today. I'm so visual. And even when I'm explaining it, I'm like, have I said all the steps? It's hard to follow along when you're listening, but this is so helpful. And I also noticed the reason I started doing it so much is I did it for one trip and I felt so good on that trip, like sexy, put together, ready for the day. And I'm like, why don't I feel like this every day in LA or in my normal life? So now I do it for my everyday and I just feel so much better about myself.
It's really smart. I mean, really smart. And also, you have amazing fashion sense and you really have a beautiful Instagram feed, which that's my last question. But I do want to say that all Pia's outfits are on Shop My.
Yeah, Shop My.
I'm an advisor and an investor of Shop My.
It's an amazing platform.
I love it. You guys, I just signed up and got my stuff organized. I'm going to go follow Pia.
Yeah, I need to organize it a bit more, but it's just like the most user-friendly, gorgeous template.
Yeah, it's really fun and it's a great way for you to shop creators' outfits. Before you go, your Instagram feed's insane. How do you think about your content and how much strategy goes behind it?
My Instagram strategy is I really want to be a normal girly that just like lives life and is fun and has a brand. I don't want to be planning an outfit and going down to Melrose and taking a picture in it because it looks good. I really want to be,
like you want to be in the moment. Like Ariel will take a photo of your outfit today on your phone. She'll take a bunch of photos and you'll just post how you.
Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. But sometimes it's like the low key vibe, but you're actually putting a lot of effort into that vibe. But that's the vibe I would like to emulate and be because it's just like so chill and relaxed and like she's just a natural cool girl. But sometimes it takes a little effort. But that's what I'm trying to do. So like I'll always try and get a photo before I leave the house or in the outfit. I won't put the outfit on to take the content. Does that make sense?
Got it.
I'm not planning the content. I'm not doing these content shoots. And then I love a carousel. I'm actually thinking about getting a bit more into reels because I've noticed like the growth's crazy.
The growth is crazy. What earring are you and I wearing? So the earring that I bought myself was called the
Plate Mixed.
Is it still available?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, that earring is insane. You have to have that. And this is so weird. It lifts the face up because it has a point. We talked about this on last
Yes, that cracked me up. It's so funny, but it's true. They snatch your face because they like drag your eye upwards and your chin just looks so the jawline snatched.
I can't do a long dangly earring that's to the shoulder because it's pulling the face down.
I agree.
Your earrings pull it up, so definitely go get that one. But you and I are wearing the same
This
earring.
is the tabby earring in gold.
Okay.
But you have these. I've seen you post them.
No, I have these. I also have the hoops. I'm really liking the silver hoops because they whiten the eyes and the teeth. Is that weird?
No, it's amazing.
Okay.
I'm into silver so much right now.
Yeah.
Also, it goes with your ring and your watch. Yeah, I love a silver.
Yeah, I do love silver. Is that okay that I'm wearing gold and silver? Is that a faux pas?
No, it's not a faux pas in my book. That's why I also designed the mixed metal earrings because I know people think it's a faux pas. So I've like made it easier for you. Wear a silver belt, wear a gold watch, wear a mixed metal earring.
Okay. I'm loving these earrings. I didn't even ask you this, but can we do a giveaway and a code?
Oh, we're doing a code.
Okay.
Should we do code skinny?
Yes, code
20%
skinny.
20% off.
20% off.
Site-wide?
Yep.
Code skinny.
And where can they shop?
heavenmayhem.com.
Can we do a giveaway of like our favorites?
Yeah. Why don't you choose 10 faves and give it to 3 people? Like 30 products.
You guys, that is so nice.
We'll do your top 10 and then 3 people can win.
All you guys have to do is follow.
Is it Pia Mance or Heaven Mayhem?
Whatever you want.
Well, let's do both, shall we?
Yeah, do both.
Pia Mance and Heaven Mayhem.
Okay, and then tell us your favorite takeaway of this podcast on my latest post at Lauren Bostic. And 3 of you will win 10 pairs of earrings.
Yeah.
Damn, guys. Can we give them the ones that we're wearing right now?
Yes. Should we add this as the 11th? No, they'll be in your 10.
No, they'll be 10. You get 30 is like more than generous.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you a mint roller.
I'm dying for it. I want to hear all about it.
It's so much fun. You're going to love it. Pia, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Follow at Pia Mance and at Heaven Mayhem on Instagram. You're a doll. Thank you so much. You have to give us all the links to all the things you talked about. There's so many.
Thank you.